Today, I'm going to show you how to create Weasley Wizard Wheezes Ton-Tongue Toffee. This is a yummy chocolate-covered toffee with nuts, and this is inspired by the one that you can buy at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios. Okay, so to create our Ton-Tongue Toffee, we will need one 9x13 baking dish, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 cup of salted butter, or 2 sticks, some semi-sweet chocolate morsels, and I am using the minis because they melt a little bit better on our toffee, some nuts. I'm using a mix of slivered almonds and chopped pecans, peanuts, and cashews, but you can do whatever type of nuts you would like. A heat-resistant spatula, some Wilton treat boxes. I found these at my local craft store. I'll also put a link to these in the description down below, but they have a really great clear lid on them. Some optional filler for inside of the boxes, and our labels printed on sticker paper, and the link for these is in the description down below. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take our box, and I just pulled it right out of the package, and we are going to go ahead and stick the stickers on them before we fold it because it makes it a little bit easier to get a good adhesion to the lid of this without it being three-dimensional. So all we're going to do is take our sticker that is printed on sticker paper, and again, the link for this is in the description down below. And all I did was cut it out and then went around the edge with a matching marker just to give it a little bit more of a finished look. And we're just going to peel the backing paper off this. And then we're going to stick it onto our box. Okay, and we have that stuck to the top of our box. And now we're going to go ahead and fold our box. And it makes it a lot easier if you pre-fold the flap up here before you get to the end, and if you bend the top portion back as well. And then just fold it to the box's instructions. Okay, and then we're going to be able to use our round sticker to close this once we fill our box. But I want to add one more sticker of the Ton-Tongue Toffee back here, so I'm going to go ahead and add that now. And now we're going to go ahead and take our box and we're going to add our filler before we go make our toffee so that it's ready to fill. And all we're going to do is open it up and take a little bit of our filler. And I like to use one that's kind of plasticky, just so then that way it won't stick to the food. Sometimes when you do tissue paper, if the toffee melts at all, it'll kind of stick to that paper, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to add this to our box. And that gives us a nice base to place our toffee on. Let's go make our toffee. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 400 degrees, and I want to toast my nuts so that they have a little bit more flavor. So all you're going to do is take our baking dish, and I covered it in a non-stick foil, or you can do a parchment paper, anything like that. We're just going to spread our nuts out nice and flat, and we're just going to pop those in the oven for about 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start to make our toffee, and I realize I'm using a large burner with a smaller pan, and that's because it's the only burner I can film on properly for you. So we're going to take our cup of brown sugar, and we're going to put that in our pan. And we're going to put our 2 sticks of butter in there. Okay, so now we're going to let our butter melt and our sugar combine, and then we're going to bring that to a boil, and we're going to let it boil for 4 minutes, and then we're going to pull it off and pour it into our pan. And now that our toffee is done cooking, we're going to put it in the oven for 4 minutes. And now our toffee's out of the oven. We're going to sit and let it cool for just a couple minutes, and then we're going to top it with our chocolate chips. Okay, so now that our toffee has cooled for just a couple minutes, I'm going to take our chocolate chips and I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top until they melt in. Once the chocolate's on there for a minute or so, we're going to try to see if it'll spread. If it does not melt right away, we're just going to pop this in the oven for 1 minute and let that chocolate kind of melt, and then we'll be able to pop it into the freezer or fridge. And then we're just going to gently spread our chocolate over our toffee. And once we get our chocolate spread, then we are going to take a little bit of sea salt, and we're just going to put a little bit over the top because toffee and chocolate are so much better with a little bit of salt. And then we're just going to take our nuts and sprinkle them over the top. And once we have put the nuts on top of our toffee, we're going to put it in the freezer for about 20 minutes, or you can put it in the fridge for about an hour. Keep in mind that your pan is still very hot, so please put a pot holder or something down in your fridge or freezer first before you put your hot pan in there. Okay, so now that our toffee has cooled in the fridge, we're going to go ahead and break it up. And now that we have broken up our toffee into smaller pieces, we're going to go ahead and fill our box. And as you can see, you can put as much or as little toffee in the box as you would like. And then all we need to do at this point is close it up. And the little flaps on the side actually go into the little sleeve here. And to help keep it closed, I'm just going to put one of our round labels right here. And there you have it, our Weasley Wizard Wheezes Ton-Tongue Toffee in a great little decorative box. This toffee is super yummy and easy to make and would be a great gift for someone or a nice favor for a party. So if you like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks so much.